Did I miss anything?
Not really. The important thing is you're safe.
Yeah, of course. That's not the only important thing.
Hello humans of the universe, heroes, villains, and everything in between. I'm Lapukmo. Today we're going to be talking about the best animated version of Wonder Woman. Yes, that's right, the one, the only, Justice League Unlimited Wonder Woman. And Justice League, but there are a lot of things called Justice League. So, we'll stick to JLU for the rest of the video. So this character means a lot to me personally just because of everything she represents in the show. She's perfectly imperfect. She can get mad or impatient and she can really hold a grudge. I mean, if you have seen one of my videos, then you've probably seen a clip from this show in one way or another. But let's talk about her story in these iconic shows. So in season 1, she appears from the first episode, leaving Themyscira to go to Man's World, and after this 3-part episode, they start a team, the Avengers. No wait, that's wrong, the Justice League. Sounds like the same thing to me, but anyway. We see her grow in this team and learn all about Man's World. In some episodes, we'll just see her roaming around a mall wondering what everything is. We see her become an ambassador for the people in Justice League Unlimited. Also, she can really hold a grudge like I mentioned earlier. One of my favorite storylines from Justice League Unlimited is her and Hawkgirl after the events of the original animated series. If you're unaware, Hawkgirl and her people try to destroy Earth so they can win a war with lizard people. Ha, wow, I suck at abridging things. So after Hawkgirl helps them win, she leaves the Justice League. But later in Justice League Unlimited, she joins back again and Wonder Woman is still mad at her. Because loyalty is everything. Jeez, you try to destroy Earth once.
I'm going to China.
Jeez, you say one thing and
But then they have a sisterhood team up and all is healed, although in the entirety of both shows they have never had the smoothest relationship. But now let's pivot over to her religion. Wonder Woman has always been a character with a strong sense of religion and belonging, and we see this all throughout the show.
Hera, give me strength! Do you have to say that all the time?
She also has a strong sense of honor. In the episode where she brings the leak to Themyscira, she gets punished by her mother to never return to the island again. You know, because she brought the boys. And she takes her punishment and accepts her fate. World War II, ha! Hey there, Vandal Savage, who says Hitler was the worst? So the Justice League goes back to World War II and Wonder Woman runs into someone you might recognize. Who? I don't know who that is. You might say it's someone who is Trevor. The fuck are you talking about? Okay, you know what? If you can't figure it out yourself, I'll just tell you. It's Steve Trevor, okay? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, really? It does. But so war is something that is happening and the team gets separated from each other. And Wonder Woman ends up on an adventure with Steve. So this is like the whole package. You have Steve, you have Batman, you have it all. Speaking of Batman, yeah, you guessed it, baby. Jeez, don't be so inappropriate. I just meant their friendship. Ha, just kidding. Did you see that kiss on the cheek? They're in love. Okay, calm down, jeez. Do you want people to think you're weird or something? So, here's actually an episode from Justice League Unlimited when they learn that they could have 1-part episodes. Ares gets Hephaestus to make a suit that runs itself, and the suit is fueled by hate and battle, in true Ares fashion. So Wonder Woman, being the lovely hero she is, stops the fight with the help of Hawk and Dove, but mostly Dove. But before this is actually very important to her character development, we need to rewind to the earlier in this episode. This just in, Wonder Woman is a monster. Martian Manhunter is the only thing that stood in her way from killing a man, not the hero you thought she was. Ha, stupid joke. So here she gets a little fed up with mankind, committing crimes all the time, but she gets real humble when Martian Manhunter points something very important out.
What's wrong with people, Jean? Hostility is their answer to everything.
You're not one to talk of late.
What's that supposed to mean?
Diana, you and I have both been affected by our time among humans. It's important that we keep ourselves in check.
Another very important part about the lore is actually that she doesn't have a secret identity in this world. Okay, so I've been joking around a lot in this video, but I do actually want to get serious here. This show meant a lot to me growing up. These characters, I love them. It was something that made me feel like I wasn't alone. This is the same reason Friends meant so much to me. I never liked people, but all these fake people on screen always made me feel like I could have friends. They felt like they were my friends in a way that was different from when I read the comics. I could hear them and see their movement, really feel their personality. And this show solidified Wonder Woman as my favorite superhero. I always thought she was, but this right here fully convinced me. Her personality and just the way she treated others, the way she acted even if it was good or bad. I mentioned that time when she got mad and badly hurt and criminal, and that's always reminded me that nobody's perfect, and it's not about that, it's about what you do with it. She felt that hatred, but instead of letting it consume her later in the episode when Ares' machine was running wild, she instead chose peace and stopped the fight. She even tried her hand in politics. No matter how annoyed she got, she never blew up. Everyone saw who she was. Everyone knew that Wonder Woman was Diana. I like it when Wonder Woman has a secret identity, but here, her not having one just shows how open she is and how willing she is to give her whole self to the world, with all the good and bad. Not to kill no matter how bad the opponent is, and this is something that DC missed in the New 52. Yeah, she had heart, but she didn't have enough heart. Yes, Wonder Woman is a stubborn hero, but when it comes to saving lives, she will be the first to say, help me, even if I don't like you or we're fighting right now. That all takes a back seat when lives are at stake. She will never back down, a true Rocky Balboa, no matter who it is or how long. She will always fight, and in some cases this can be seen as a weakness, like in Justice League Doom, where Batman's plan is just to show an infinite amount of cheetahs because he knows she will never back down from a fight, even an unwinnable one. All these characters were so well done in this show. They all felt like heroes, like no matter what they would do what was right, even when presented with a terrible situation, proving that they are better than the Justice Lords, better than an alternate version of them that snapped. They would never snap. Wonder Woman here has a place to be brave and stand up for people who can't stand up for themselves. And this means everything, especially today when so much is wrong with the world, when everyone has something negative to say. You and me, we look in the mirror and we don't see a hero, we just see someone trying to get by. This world has people who are selfish and can't see the bigger problem, because we're all so preoccupied. But this character, this one right here, she isn't. She would risk her life to save someone she hated. These characters would risk their lives to save a world that some of them don't even come from, because they believe that there is something here to save. I love Justice League the Animated Series Wonder Woman because she loved us first, even when she didn't know us, even when we did something terrible. She represented the good still left behind, and that means everything.